What's going on, everybody? So we're back at you with a new video, and this video is the 10 things that we changed in this van compared to our last van. So as you guys know, we used to have a 2008 170 regular, not extended, it was actually a Dodge Sprinter, but everything in it was Mercedes, and we sold it because we wanted to make a few upgrades to our next van, and we also wanted to make a profit on that other one. So there you have it. That's why we sold it. We just felt like building out another van. It's pretty fun. Might be doing van builds in the future. Anyway, let's get started. So number one is less windows. Our last van was actually a passenger van. This van we bought as a cargo van and had 5 windows installed. So this one right here at the sliding door, and it's actually the T-vent window, which is really nice because you can open this up and it really helps with airflow in here. It's seriously incredible how big of a difference that makes when you're sleeping at nighttime. So this is the only one that has the vent, and then we installed the 4 in the back, so 2 on each side and then 2 in the back doors, and we like that because we still like being able to open up the windows and work in the van and hang out and see the beautiful views. So that is why. One of the big reasons why we didn't want a bunch of windows, it actually helps with your insulation if you don't have windows. And not only that, but last time we had a window in our bathroom, which was a little awkward, and we always had a shower curtain pulled across it, and it just didn't make sense to have all the windows all the way around. So number 2 is a shorter kitchen. So there's a couple things here. We made this kitchen a little less deep here, and it doesn't come out as far as it did into the doorway. And we really wanted that just in case later down the line, if we have a kid, we can put a seat here eventually. We are not adding that right now. No kids in any time soon. So we don't really care about that right now, but in the future, we have that option to add another seat right here at the door. And that's why we made it a little bit smaller. Number 3 is a smaller sink. So I think I mentioned this in the van tour. It is made by the same company. It's built the same way, but last time we had a deeper sink. It was a rectangle instead of just a square. Went with a little bit smaller of a sink because our countertops are a little less deep to open up this walkway just a little bit more this time. So number 4 is a tile bathroom. Last time we used vinyl tile, which is actually meant for the floor, not walls. And over time, those tiles were kind of coming off the wall, and technically they aren't waterproof, they're just water resistant. So that's why this time we opted for real tile, and the only reason we did that is because we used a foam backer board instead of using hardy board, which is really heavy. So that's the only reason why we did this. All in all, it only adds about 100 pounds to the total weight of the build, so we weren't really concerned about it. Again, we wouldn't ever do that if we were using hardy board, and then plus the tile, you're probably looking at over 200 pounds at that point. So that's why we opted for the tile this time. It's waterproof, and it's just kind of nicer. It feels better, and we love it. Number 5 is this table. So last time we had a pedestal that was bolted into the floor, and it's made by Springfield. It's a great pedestal, kind of pricey. It's about 500 bucks. But the problem with that is you can never move your table. With this, it's so nice. We have the Lagoon swivel, and it can, spin all around. You can push it off to one side if you want, and that way it's really easy to get all the way back here and even sit down and pull it in. Like, it's just, you have so much more flexibility with this thing. And there's nothing that you're gonna kick on the floor because you don't have a pedestal down on the ground bolted in. And you also don't have to put holes in your floor, which is really nice. And one of the best things too is you can completely take this off. It's super easy. You just pull this up, and that's how easy it is to take off the base. And then, make sure that doesn't fall. All you do is release this one, and this pulls out, and that's what we do at nighttime. We completely remove this. We store this in our closet. This drops down on this little ledge right here and becomes our bed, with another little piece that we store in the closet, because as you can see, this is not the whole length. So that was one of the things. We used 3/4 inch ply on this table and put a little edge around the outside, as you can see here. That way it doesn't just look like plywood and put the veneer on the edges, that stuff that you iron on, and stained it. And pretty simple table.
Number 6 is this handy dandy little electrical compartment we created. So here we have the remote for our inverter, our battery monitors, our remote for our LED lights, our tank monitor, and the switch for our S-bar heater. So this is a really cool, easy access point for all of our electrical systems, so you don't have to crawl all the way into the back electrical compartment to get to your inverter, say, and turn it off. Number 7, in this van we actually added the S-bar heater, which is a really great function. We did it at the beginning of summer, so we haven't used it a whole ton, but we have used it one time, and going up into Canada and this winter we'll know we'll use it a lot. Number 8, we made slightly higher countertops in this van. We took them up about 3 inches, which allowed us to get an entire extra drawer in our closet compartment, which we use for all of our electrical items and random things that we use on a daily basis. Number 9, we decided to go from 4 inches of memory foam for our cushions and our bed up to 6 inches of memory foam, which we are loving. It is really nice to sleep on. It's easy to get out of the bed. It's easy to sit and work. So we are super stoked that we went from 4 to 6. We bought one 4-inch memory foam mattress topper and then bought an additional 2-inch memory foam mattress topper. And that was how we made our 6 inches for our memory foam bed. And last but not least, number 10, we added an aluminous rack to the top of this van. That way we could easily mount our solar with their clamp-on solar mounts, and we're going to be adding a cargo box to the top in just a little bit. So those are the 10 things that we did differently on this build compared to our first build. We are putting together a build guide with all of the layouts and electrical systems that we used in this van. If you are interested, there's a link down below where you can sign up for the pre-list, and we'll let you know as soon as it is released. We're hoping to have that done in the next couple weeks. Also, if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you want more awesome van life, living on the road, mobile, living, working, travel content, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.